If you know me, you will know that I am not a person to come out here and talk about things going on. I just like to address things in my little corner, um, do the much I can do in my little space. But the truth is, there's not so much I can do alone. There's not much I can do. And I believe that the more people talk about these things, the more we'll begin to see solutions. The more our talks will be solutions driven and not just rants and banters. So I wanted to talk about the real estate industries, what government is doing in the real estate industries. Now, there's so much going on in the real estate industry to the point that investors are scared to invest in Nigeria anymore, especially in the southwest, Lagos and Abuja. So, every now and then, we hear terrible news. Government is demolishing this, 600 houses here are being demolished, 20,000 families have been displaced from here, a lot of things going on every day. Why I understand the need to regulate, why I understand the need to sanitize, why I understand the need to maybe displace some people from some communities. I don't even like to use the word displaced. Maybe relocate people from some communities because that community is more economically viable to the state and they need it, so they have to relocate the people there as in resettle them. I understand the need for all that, but you see, the part that really gets me is the part of demolition. Structured estates, structured towns, and you have estates. Recently, the Lagos state government flagged 170 something estates, maybe 57 estates, that they were illegal estates. And some of these estates have CFOs from the same government. I know of one. I was speaking with the CEO of the company yesterday. They have a CFO from the state government. They spent time to get, they didn't even start allocation in time. This is a company that once you buy, you pay your property, all your fees, they move on to allocation immediately. This is that kind of company. And now they took years to allocate. They took almost 2 years before they allocated that estate. Why? Because they were back and forth with Lagos state government to get the layout approval. Now they have the layout approval and they have allocated to clients, and then Lagos state government comes out, the same government that gave them the CFO and the layout comes out to declare that same estate as illegal. How do we do this? And then people see you, the realtor, or even the company, the developers of the company, and begin to think that you are a fraud. No, we are not. We are professionals trying to make an honest living, trying to make, real estate is something that I love, and I would like to make an honest living out of it. But no, the government keeps bantering us back and forth, making the industry extremely difficult for you to thrive in. I would like to put it out here that no government, no singular government can develop a state or a nation by itself. Go and ask about the men that built America. Those guys were not the presidents. They were not governors. Those guys were entrepreneurs that built America. So how do we keep putting up policies and structures that keep hurting us in the foot? Do you know that people, especially people in diaspora, they have confidence to invest in Nigeria today because, especially in the real estate sector, because of the work we, the developers and the realtors are doing, not necessarily what the government is doing. Not necessarily. I didn't say it is not entirely, but not necessarily. what the government is doing, but the work that the realtors and the developers are doing. That is what is bringing a lot of development to the states. And then the same government that we are working together with to develop these states, now turn around to hurt us. If we leave Lagos State, if we leave the work for you guys, the truth is you will not be able to develop this place by yourself. There is a part for private sector development. There is a part for state development, as government development, that just provide basic amenities, infrastructures, and the rest of that. Let the private sector do what it can. But no, you want to do your own and do our own. At the end of the day, the same people that we have worked so hard to convince to come back to Nigeria and invest, they are now scared to invest in Nigeria. I know how many people have told me, Mama, I'm not buying. I am afraid to put my money in Nigeria because there is no government regulation. The same government that puts up something today, once another Joseph comes up, they will change. Once there is another Pharaoh, they will change the entire system. So what do we do? What do we do at the end of the day? So please, this is us crying out to government. This is us crying out. We want regulations, yes. However, these regulations should be consistent. It should not be A to D because there is a Pharaoh there, and when there is another Pharaoh, it changes to Z. It should be consistent throughout. We talk about the LAPSCA, we talk about the LASPA. I am a realtor. Personally, if I go to any development and see the stop work order from any of the state bodies, in short, any of the government bodies, I personally lose confidence in selling that property until I have done deep due diligence. Yes, but then, and these are things that you will not even see anything wrong with these properties until maybe you begin to ask questions and do some checkings and all of that, and In some of them you would find. In some you will not find. But just behind my house here, I'm at home today, I'm working from home. Just behind my house, 2 streets behind my house, there is a property on a major road. So there is no way that these agencies, especially LAPSCA, will tell me that they have not seen that property. This is the standing building, the old building that was there. Now this is a new building, and I tell you, it is overlapping the fence, and you can practically stretch your hand from one building to another to steal from the other person's room. But LAPSCA has not. It is on a corner piece. So if you cannot see from here, you will see from here. LAPSCA have not shut down that property. They have built that property. I have been shouting that thing, though I didn't come online to shout about it. I've been shouting that thing from when I first saw it. Today, they are painting the building, fully completed. And I'm sure that they have sold that thing. But they did not shut down that building. But you will see buildings that are compliant, they will shut it down. So what are we doing? Now, this is not even a bungalow. It is a one-story building. A one-story building. In Yaba, I am not talking of a far place. Yaba, on a major road in Yaba. So what are we talking about here? So please, government, we are begging you. Let these things be consistent. Personally, I do not sell waiting. See, if I go to a building and I see things that are not supposed to be, I walk away. I don't even need to see the stop work order. I don't need to see that. I walk away. I do not sell. How much more when I now see stop work order, I now begin to ask questions. But you see that one, see today they are painting, and I believe people have bought it. They did not seal that down. Then after people have moved in, tomorrow you will now hear demolition. Oga, where were your people? Where were you when these buildings were coming up? Where were you? These things are ruining investors' confidence in building, in investing in Lagos, especially. I am talking about Lagos because I am in Lagos and I am a Lagos realtor. Even though I sell other states, but this is where I am. This is where my eyes are on ground and seeing things. So where were you when these things are coming up? You go to an estate that is about 10 years in operations. Then you now declare the estate illegal. Where were you when they started selling? Who gave them C of O? Who gave them layout approvals? And you, after 10 years, you are now declaring it illegal. So at the end of the day, you are not just hurting us. You are hurting the economic system. You are hurting the economy of your state at the end of the day. Guess why? Guess how, rather? Because the people will not have confidence in investing in your state. At the end of the day, I will not sell Abi, but then again, there will be no revenue for you, the government. So please, we are begging, help us to work together. We are ready to do the right thing. I am a Lagos State certified realtor. We are ready to do the right thing. But then, when we are not, they said one hand, they said the two hands, it is one hand that will wash the other hand for it to be clean. Abi? So if you say, okay, let's do like this and we do like this, do not come back and begin to now say, no, I didn't tell you to do that. Do this or that one. You are confusing us. Where we go start from? So this is a cry for help. I am speaking on this matter today. I don't want to speak on it again. Because I'm not the type that will come out here. I know what my clients have told me. I know what my prospects have told me. But the truth is, are we going to continue like this? That's the question. So I leave us so emotional. Okay. Thank you all so much. God bless you. Have an amazing rest of your day.